What's up guys, Justin here with another video, and today we are talking ASO and how you can leverage it to grow your downloads. So firstly, what is ASO? ASO stands for App Store Optimization. Okay, and this is how well your app ranks for certain keywords on the App Store. Example, if you have a fitness app and someone types in gym or healthy food, ideally you would like your app to rank in the first 10, in the top 10 of that keyword. So why is ASO so important? When you're first starting out and you don't have a lot of money to spend on user acquisition, buying downloads, ASO is a great way for you to get started and to get those initial downloads to see if your app is gaining any traction and what you need to change. So it's a cheap alternative to paid traffic. A lot of people say that it's 2018, ASO is dead, it doesn't work anymore. And I just like to talk from my experience, and I find that not the case. All of my downloads I get are purely through ASO, and they're all organic downloads. So in this video I'd like to discuss the 4 main parts of ASO, and if done correctly and together will have quite a significant impact on your downloads. The keywords and the title of your app are probably the most important factors in what you're going to rank for on the App Store. Most people make the mistake when they're naming their app. They come up with some clever, funny name that they think is true to their brand. However, this is quite a mistake, and I'll tell you why. It's because you want words in your app title that people are searching for, and with a relatively high amount of volume. So if you have a basketball game, you want to have basketball related terms in your app name as well as your keywords, because you want your keywords to be relevant to what people are searching for. A tool I use to help me find keywords is called Sensor Tower. There's a link in the description below if you want to check it out. They have a free version which I use to find keywords. They also show you the amount of traffic and competition for each keyword. So it's a great place to start to find relevant keywords for your niche. Another important thing to remember is that you don't want to go after really popular keywords, okay? You want to find words that have a relatively high amount of traffic with the least possible amount of competition. So to find words like that, you have to think outside the box. Once again, if you have a basketball app, you don't want to think of popular words like basketball or hoop. You want to think more outside the box, like popular basketball teams, stadiums, things like that. And that will help you find gems, as we like to call them. A gem is like a keyword that has a high level of traffic and a very low level of competition. Okay, once you have your keywords down and you found the best title for your app, then you want to move on to the next important part of ASO, which is your app icon and your screenshots. This is often a very overlooked part of ASO, and I'll be honest, before I never really took the icons and screenshots too seriously, and when I did, I noticed actually quite a big improvement in my daily downloads. The reason why is that you spend all the time getting the impressions, so you rank well for certain keywords, and the first thing someone sees while browsing the different types of apps is your icon, and people are drawn to a nice, good looking, simple icon. So the icon gets them to click onto your app page, and the screenshots basically do the selling. So if you've done all the work to get someone to your page, you want them to ideally download your app, and with poor looking screenshots, the person's just simply going to click away and look for something better. So you want to make sure that your app screenshots are clear in what your app or game is actually about, and also professional looking, because you want the user to think that this app is quality and that it was made by some company instead of some person living in their mom's basement. So that all helps in getting someone to download your app or your game. A short app preview video is also really beneficial because people always respond better visually to videos than they do to pictures. Reviews are also a big part of Apple's ranking algorithm. They also tell Apple if your app is any good or if it's simply just garbage. A lot of developers struggle with getting reviews for their app, and for that reason a lot of them choose to go down the black hat route, where they will pay people to leave 5-star reviews for their app. And I can't stress enough how much against this I am, and the reason why is, well, actually 2 reasons. Is because it's going to be useless once Apple finds out and they terminate your Apple developer contract, and then there's no way for you to ever come back onto the App Store. And another reason is because you want truthful reviews. I mean, we're in this business because we believe in our app or our games or our product, and we want to make it better, and the only way we can make it better is by getting truthful reviews, honest reviews, and that way we can change what people are not happy with and make our app better. So there are a few things which you can do to increase the number of reviews you get. One of the things I like to do is have my review pop-up show only after the 3rd time someone's opened my game. That way I know that having this been their 3rd time opening the game, that they are most likely happy with it. And also it gives them a few days just to test everything out and give a more thoughtful review. Another thing I do to help me increase the amount of reviews I get is that I will often give the player something in return for leaving a review. And I know a lot of you are thinking, oh whoa, that's against Apple's terms and conditions, but I ask for an honest review. There's a big difference between giving someone something in the game for free in return for a 5-star review and asking for an honest review, which is not against Apple's terms and conditions. It's only against their terms and conditions if you manipulate the reviews, i.e. ask for fake reviews or 5-star reviews in return for something. So the last part of the ASO equation, and probably the one people focus on the least, is user experience. So this takes into account your retention rates and also your opt-in sessions. Retention rates are how well your app retains users. So do they download it and then uninstall it a day later, or do they keep it for a few weeks? And also, how often do they play it? How many times a day? These all factor into the ASO equation and how well your app is going to rank. I can talk from my personal experience, and there's certain games of mine that no matter how much I spend on keywords, on reviews, on screenshots and icons, if the retention rate is bad, it just doesn't move up in the rankings. And I've noticed this quite a few times. Until I get the retention rate up and the opt-in sessions go up, my app just won't go anywhere. So make sure you build a quality app and make sure people come back to it, and that way you'll ensure that all 4 criteria are met and that your app has a good chance in going up the rankings. So thanks for watching, guys, and if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. It will really help me out a lot, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.